Good evening, everyone. I hope you guys have had a good week so far. I just want to come on here and give you a few updates. Most of them you probably already heard, but I just wanted to make sure. I had listened to Brian Enton, and he was doing an update on the second ransom note, which I don't know if we can actually call it a ransom note or not, because uh, some of the details came out about that. And they had said Nancy was buried with nature now, and said her death was not intentional, and they did not offer a direct apology. And Savannah had came out on the she had on the Today Show, and I'm gonna play the little video for you on Liz. And she's not, I guess she's not directly involved with their coverage of the reporting of this case. But okay, I'm gonna go ahead and play this for you. Just one moment. No, wrong screen. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, here.
Since that happened, nothing short of remarkable.
Wow.
Nothing short of remarkable.
I love you guys, and I love this place, and this is unusual and unprecedented, to say the least, to be sitting here. But, I don't have any comment on the story, and I'm not involved in our coverage. But I can't pretend I'm not here. And so since I am, I wanted to just take the opportunity to ask people, to beg people to come forward. Somebody knows something. And this is a news story today that is on your radar, but this is the life that my sister lives, that I live, that my brother lives, that our extended families live, that our children live every day. And we are in agony. And we cannot be at peace. So no matter how much I try to come out here every day and smile and find that joy, and I will, I promise I will. This is a moment to tell you that we need your help. We're begging for your help. And I'm not going to miss that opportunity. And so please, if you're watching,
yes,
no matter how small, the reward is there. You can tell us. It can be anonymous. Please do the right thing for us, for our family, for our children. And we love our mom, and we'll never stop looking for her. Never.
To your point, if you have any information, if you're watching, if you're listening, if you have any information at all that could help investigators and could help this family find just a modicum of peace, the phone number is right there on your screen. 1-800-CALL-FBI.
Thank you.
We'll be right back.
That was emotional. But if anybody knows anything about the case, call the FBI. And I'm going to go ahead and I don't think we see enough of this. I guess I've seen enough of him, but I'm afraid that whoever knows this person is not seeing him enough. This porch guy. I think we need to keep him out there, his picture out there, and hopefully somebody will recognize him. That's another picture of him. Maybe recognizes the way he walks. Just recognize something about him. Because somebody does, somebody does know something. Let me put his picture back up here. little closer. I need to get a better picture of him uploaded here to my OBS. But also, I've been watching The Interview Room, and Chris and his wife had went to Tucson, and he made some very interesting discoveries. One I'd like to talk about is where Annie's business is. She has a a shop inside of Splinter Collective, and it is 0.02 miles, 2 blocks from, and I'm not sure if I'm saying it right, but I'm just going to say a Stephen Park. And evidently there is a lot of crime in that area. So, that could be a place to start looking. Could be a place, for the law enforcement to start looking and start investigating and see if anyone there knows the perp. And there is also a used car dealership very close to the area. And there is, I guess, some homeless camps. I think they had moved them a little bit, but I think they're still in the area. And there is a Salvation Army hospitality house. It's 1 block from a Stephen Park. And that is all in the same area. And I think that would be and like what Chris and his wife were talking about, that would be a good area to focus on, for the investigators, the law enforcement. And then, okay, also one more thing, I had listened to TMZ, and they said that they were contacted back by the FBI, and because they were wanting to do like a documentary or something, and maybe them pay the person who had emailed in to them that they that TMZ would actually pay that. And they were checking with the FBI, I guess, to see if they could, if that was something that they would allow them to do. But according to their reporting, they were told, not to do the documentary, and that the FBI was actively still looking for that person who claims to have known who abducted Nancy and where she was. But that's something else that came out. But yeah, Chris and his wife, they've already had 2 really good lives about the Nancy Guthrie case, and I think they're going to have at least one more that I know of. So you guys tune into that. It's very interesting. But, I said that if I heard anything, that I would try to keep you all up to date. So I just wanted to come on here and let you guys know what I found out so far. And I'll have a couple questions asked you all. What can the ransom notes tell investigators? Could more than one person be involved? Why did the tone of the messages change? from the first one, where they were requesting the Bitcoin, and then, the second one. Well, to me, why the tone of the message has changed was because, well, they're saying she was buried, well, they're saying buried with nature now. Whether what they said is true or not, I don't know, But if that was the true kidnappers that requested the Bitcoin, and then the second time they didn't, and they were saying she's buried with nature now, then I don't know. I hope it's not true. But they're saying it came from the same person who had requested the Bitcoin. And are investigators withholding evidence? And could digital evidence solve the case? And I haven't heard anything more on the DNA, which, we might not until the last minute, There's a lot of things they want to keep under their belt, I just hope the arrest comes soon in this case, and that we find that Nancy is found. According to the second ransom note, it doesn't sound great, but I can still hold out hope. I guess, what has it been, 5 months? I think it's what I heard, they've been 5 months. But we can also hold out hope. But go back to this with, with Annie's business, could Nancy have went to some kind of, went and seen Annie's collection, or could she have, been there, some kind of fundraiser or something, or somebody overheard a conversation? Because what I understand is that Splinter Collective, they work with people who have recently got out of prison to try to help them out. I don't know exactly what they do, but Chris raised a good possibility. Maybe it came from this area. Maybe the perp came from that area, and I think they were calling, maybe like a, what was it? The waiter. Maybe the waiter that was in that area. But anyway, guys, I just want to come on here real quick and let you know what I've been listening to, and I'm going to continue listening to the interview room, and I encourage you all to listen to it too, because they bring out some really good points, and they had like a panel on there the last live, and it was really wonderful getting to hear all the investigators, former investigators and stuff, getting to hear their take on the cases and stuff. And some of them may still work in it, I'm not sure. I was listening to what they had to say about Nancy. But guys, I just wanted to come on here and let you know that, and what I've found out here so far. And if I find anything else out, I'll try to keep y'all up to date. I'm sorry I haven't been on here lately. My work has been keeping me busy, and a few other things, But I'm glad you all are here and part of the channel. And if you're If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I would really enjoy having you all here. And, I'm all new, at talking to, well, doing the lives and stuff. So just try to bear with me. I'll get better as time goes on. At least I hope I do. But I'm really glad you are a part of Nova Rain. And I had also, and well, one thing I was wanting to ask you guys, I was actually going to do a live on it, but I hadn't had the opportunity. My true crimers out there, the ones who want to see justice for victims, like justice for people like Nancy, Summer Wells, Sebastian Rogers, and there's so many, many more, that's out there that's been missing, that's been victims of crimes and stuff. I put it on a post in our community, and I put a poll, and I was asking you guys what you all thought about rain ops. It's like rain operatives. And I had got some designs of shirts. And then the ones who are here for like the Maltese and stuff, we have like a canine division. Let's see. I'm trying to see where I put my paper. I can't find my, let's see, yeah, right here it is. Yeah, so maybe like a canine division for the dog lovers, and maybe a research division for those who love digging into cases. Maybe a community division for helping people in need. Maybe a welcome team that helps welcome new members to feel at home. So, as you know, I cover true crime, local cases, missing person, justice issues. And of course, you'll always see my Maltese babies because they're a part of my life too. But I keep thinking about something bigger than just a YouTube channel. I keep thinking about us becoming a real community. And I've been tossing around the name Rain Ops. The word ops comes from operatives. To me, it means people working together toward a common goal. And then, like I said, if we had divisions, we got our dog lovers, the canine division, and then the research division. And, maybe if we get to the point, we have a community division, helping people in need. Or the welcome team, making people feel at home in our little community. This would be everyone agreeing on this wouldn't be everyone agreeing on everything. It would be about coming together, sharing ideas, helping with research, discussing cases respectfully, and supporting one another. I don't want this channel to be just me talking at a camera or behind a mic, and I want it to be us. When a case needs attention, we can look at it together. When a family needs help, maybe we could come together. Maybe, I don't know. If, when we get to that point, we might be able to. When somebody's struggling, we can encourage them. We can always encourage, people when they're struggling. And when we need a laugh, the Maltese babies is always there to help. So I want to ask you all, what do you think about rain ops? And what division would you want to be a part of? Would you wear it on a shirt? Would you be proud to call yourself a part of it? Because this community belongs to all of us. And I want to build something that feels like family. We're not building followers here. We're building a community. So let me know what you guys think about that. Go over to the where I had posted the poll, and if you don't care, I'd really appreciate your feedback on it. And guys, please, whenever you go in, feel free to, answer things, and you can ask me questions. I'll try to do my best to answer your questions. But yeah, feel free to answer that poll. Now I think I may have put some shirts. I may have posted a couple pictures of the shirts I was thinking about. But give me your ideas. I appreciate it. Well, you guys have a good evening. I just wanted to bring that up too, because I was planning on doing a live just about it, but I figured I'd just go ahead and put that in here where we are already talking about true crime and stuff. And I think it's kind of cool, having that canine division for the Maltese and stuff. Everybody who loves the Maltese, the dog lovers. But yeah, let's build a community together. I want you guys to be a part of it just as much as I am. Well, you guys have a good night, and I'll talk to you later.